Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. So Ethereum seems to be in its third wave at the moment. I think we talked about that in the last video. There might be a little bit of confusion about how to count this. So we shouldn't get too obsessed with the shorter time frame, lowest degree wave counts here. What this pretty clearly is, it's a third wave as it seems, which is pretty good news that we're already in the third wave and not still in the first wave of a larger 5-wave move. Seems like it wants to do it in one go, which is great. Yeah, then at least we can get this done quicker, rather sooner than later. All these previous targets were reached here and we broke lower, which is what we wanted to see. Today, price managed to break below the 17th of August low, which is what we need to see. At the moment, it looks like that off the 7th of September high or 6th of September high, here at 1663, which was one of our resistance levels, the price has come down, but only in 3 waves. So a 4th wave and a 5th wave is still expected. Yeah. So for today, great volatility today, best we had in a while. The expectations are at some point now to start to see that 4th wave to happen. But as I said, it could be that we have here a small 1-2 setup and maybe another 1-2. That makes this structure a little bit ambiguous. What I often say is, with regards to third waves, when we really are in a third wave, if it's a rally or a breakdown, you don't want to get too obsessed with the microstructures and the micro counts, because if let's say you are positioned on the short side, which you could have been against our resistance level here, then it would, if you try to count and trade the the microstructures, the tendency is you get too small with your position. Whereas if you just simply track resistance, which is now 1596, it's the 50% FIB level in a third wave that you want to track. Against that level, you just focus on the downside, and then you take some profits along the way. That's, in my opinion, the best way how to handle a third wave. Now, it can still stretch further. It seems to me quite extended already, that third wave. So if we look at Fibonacci extensions, it has now reached perfectly the 2.618 extension level, pretty much where we wanted it at 1536. That was the target I highlighted in the previous video. Yeah, it surely can extend lower, but it can basically, in my opinion now, from a Fibonacci point of view, it has done enough in this third wave. So at some point it will move up in the 4th wave, which means if we now see a little bit of a rally or something, then it will be that 4th wave most likely. And if price can stay below 1596, then another 5th wave to the downside is expected, and that could reach next 1459. And then we need to see if this is enough in terms of support. If it isn't enough, then there is a significant chance that we'll go down to the next support area. But that's not what I'm primarily looking for. That would be between $1,200 and $1,300. So far, everything's going according to plan. We finally hit this support area here. Primarily, I think it still should go a little lower. Yeah, at least we get here a nice and clear 5-wave move down off the July highs. But I don't think it's finished yet. It's basically still would ideally need a 4 and a 5. That's what I can tell. It's best I can tell right now. At some point, we may need to look at maybe restructuring here the wave structure in itself, because the wave 1, as you can see here, was very short. And the 2, 3, 4, and the wave 5 seems to extend quite a bit. So again, we'll see. But I said from the beginning that we need to keep our mind focused for potentially a deeper drop into the area between 1200 and 1300, because it's always better to be focused on the downside, in terms of risk management. And if it turns earlier, even better. But either way, at the moment, we have no indication that the trend is changing back to the upside, so we remain focused on the downside for now. If we look at the daily relative strength index, we can see now that price made a lower low. It has so far printed a higher low on the RSI, What I'd ideally like to avoid is a lower low on the RSI. So ideally we want to have a bullish divergence on the RSI on the daily time frame, because if we don't get a bullish divergence but in fact another low with the next low, then that could potentially be quite bearish. It might mean that we will go down further to eventually create a bullish divergence. But yeah, that's my update about ETH at the moment. Not really any change. In fact, it's just sort of following the count for now. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.